So guys, check this out. First we had EV cars, then we had the charging points. Now we've got batteries. That is the place where you want to allocate some money, and I'm going to be running through one hot company today that I'm adding to my portfolio. Hey, what's up guys? This is Sankey from Stockflix, and I make videos on stocks and shares investing with the aim of making you guys some money so you can get one step closer to that goal of achieving financial freedom. Now, before I kick off and talk about this hot EV stock I'm about to invest in, do check out my Trading 212 link down below. You sign up, you get one free stock worth up to $100. So it really does help the channel out. You get a stock, I get a stock. So without further ado, let's jump into my portfolio and see what's going on. So guys, up on screen, this is my YouTube growth portfolio that I come on here every single day and show you guys and share with you, because the aim is to get this portfolio to 100K. And I want you guys to follow me along on my journey, investing in the same companies I invest in. When I win, you win. That's the aim of this channel. Everyone's a winner. No one gets left behind. So we're currently at £40,000, which is about $40,000. So portfolio is growing. Every time I show you this portfolio, it's getting larger and larger. This is pre-market. I expect it to pop off when the market opens because there's been some interesting movements in the market today. So before I introduce you to the company I'm about to invest in, please do hit a like on this video. It really helps the channel out. Channel's growing very nicely, and it's just down to the support from you guys, so I really appreciate it. Please do hit a thumbs up on this video. Now, without further ado, let's jump in. Let me introduce you to the company I'm about to invest in today. So guys, the investment I'm about to make is in Tuscan Holdings. Now this is another SPAC merger. We're used to seeing those in the EV space, but usually we see them for cars, car manufacturers, or the charging points. Now this is a battery manufacturer. This is where a lot of the money flow is going, guys. This is where we're going to see a lot of SPAC mergers happening in the next couple of weeks, in the next couple of months. So do stay locked into Stockflix. I'm going to be covering every single SPAC merger there is out there. So the EV battery manufacturer that Tuscan Holdings is merging with is Microvast, guys. Microvast, they've been around for a long time, and they are very, very big in the commercial space. So think buses, think taxis, think coaches. Those are their main areas of focus. And as we know, and I've said before, we want to diversify our portfolios. We want EV dollar flows, not just from the passenger vehicles, but we also want it from the commercial side as well. But now we get an interesting piece because we get it from the EV battery manufacturers, guys. So you could see how we're capturing the whole EV market within our portfolios through a purchase of stock such as Microvast. So let's run through a few key milestones in Microvast history, because it'll get you guys a bit familiar with the company. Look, these guys were set up in 2006. I really like companies that have been established for a long time, right? This is 14 years of establishment. It means that they've had time to do R&D. They've had time to iron out their business, make the mistakes, and now they're a more well-rounded machine, right? Ready to generate revenue, win contracts. So I like that. 2006. So in March 2011, the first fast-charging full electric fleet in China started commercial operation, guys. This is exciting. To know that these guys have been winning contracts since 2011. Yeah, that gives them 9 years in the game. I like this. You know, I really like this. Good history on this company. So in 2014, they won a very notable deal, and this was with the new bus for London. This is revamping London's buses from gas to hybrid electric, right? So anyone in London, if you're watching this, you would have seen the new buses that have been driving around for a few years. It was Microvast who facilitated that, right? It's Microvast product, their battery, that enabled these buses to come into the system way back in 2014. So this, guys, this is exciting. This is what I like to see. And another note is these guys, they're international, right? So in 2011, they're working with a Chinese operation. 2014, they've broadened into Europe, yeah? So that international presence, I like that aspect. It's really good. In 2016, the total number of vehicles in commercial operations with their battery systems reached 10,000 units. This is in 2016, 10,000 units, and accumulated 620 million kilometers traveled. Guys, that is brilliant. These guys, they've already built a network. They've already got deals. they're already working with companies, government organizations, and they're in 10,000 units. That's 4 years ago. And then 2 years later, in 2018, they've more than doubled to 24,000 units with accumulated 2.3 billion kilometers traveled. So you can see the step up this company is making, yeah? They're able to scale internationally. They're able to move into taxis, into buses. They're able to just dominate that commercial vehicle space, yeah? They're winning contracts. Brilliant. That's what you want. You want a company with growth. This is a real growth asset. That's why I'm excited about Microvast, right? And this SPAC acquisition. I've just pulled up a big contract that they won back in March. This is 4.5 million with the USABC. This is a consortium, a research-based consortium consisting of Ford Motors, General Motors, and I believe Chrysler. So, you know, a real hefty contract, and it's gone to Microvast. Yeah, these big technology companies, they believe in Microvast. They've seen its units in operation. You know, they're in London, they're in Norway, they're literally global. They're a big presence in China. Yeah, a really good force within that commercial vehicle space. So it's just nice to see that they've won a 4.5 million contract. So it's nice to see they've won this sizable $4.5 million contract, which will take place over the next 36 months, right? This is perfect, guys. Brilliant. They've done the R&D over the years. They are international. They're tried, tested, and proven. If I look outside my window now, I'll see London buses using their batteries, using their technology. Now, the thing to note is Tuscan, they're in talks with Tuscan, but it's not been confirmed yet. So we're waiting on confirmation, but it's highly likely that the deal will go to Tuscan. So it's not something that you throw an obscene amount of capital at, because it is pretty risky. And if they don't get the deal, then these guys will drop that down to $10. So you want to exercise a bit of caution. So what I would do is I would invest a couple of $100, right? I wouldn't go anything over $1,000 on these guys unless you've got some serious capital to invest and you have capacity to take on that risk. But it's highly likely that these guys will win the deal with Tuscan, and then you will see the share price rocket. I would guess up to about $20. So it's a good return if you can get in now. Then you hold and you ride the wave, because Microvast, they're going to win some fantastic deals going forward, right? And there's some big players in the commercial space popping up now that they could potentially work with. So a good partnership for Microvast, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're working with them already, is Arrival. So I've profiled Arrival on this channel before. That's ticker symbol CIIC. Right, they're a UK-based company who produce buses and vans, right? Now, we already know that Microvast won a big bus deal back in 2014. And they're powering a lot of the London buses at the moment. So it's like a natural fit. They've already got the geographic presence. They've already entered the UK market to go and partner with a UK commercial vehicle producer like an Arrival, right? And there's a lot of hype and there's a lot of talk about Arrival, and they're set to do very good things. So I think the future potential is looking really, really, really good for Microvast. So guys, I'm adding Microvast to my portfolio, and I suggest you guys grab yourself a couple of shares. If you can get in under 15, fantastic, because once that deal is announced, that share price is going to pop up. You know, it almost reminds me of like a Workhorse, where Workhorse were waiting on the USPS deal. Before we know, we're going to see that share price rocket if they can nab any part of that contract. And Tuscan is going to exhibit that same kind of price movement. It's going to skyrocket as soon as there's confirmation that the merger is going to take place. So guys, that brings us to the end of the video. So do please remember to hit a like on this video. It really, really helps the channel out. I appreciate it. And do stay locked into Stockflix. Do hit that subscribe button, because there's another electric vehicle battery manufacturer that's just announced a SPAC as well. And I'm going to be covering them, profiling them, and I'm going to be weighing up my options and coming to you guys first if I'm going to make an investment. So guys, remember on this channel, when I win, you win. That's why I'm taking you guys along with me on this journey, because I want a lot of you guys out there to reach financial freedom, because making money in the stock market is fantastic and there's a lot of money to be made. So guys, thank you very much for tuning into the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.